time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your host, MrTechnoSqueek.
I wonder if I should show a little more. You know.
Oh, yes! Oh, God, yes!
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
MissRPGJo.
What a dick.
And Quick Freeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start.
Sonic boom!
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Press Start Podcast. This is episode 69, one of the ones I've been waiting for a long time. But
I'm afraid where this is going.
oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go there.
I'm scared. You're scaring the hell out of me.
Well, I am Mr. TechnoSqueek, and that is Clava, Quick Freeze 4. How are you doing?
Well, with that intro, I'm kind of terrified right now.
Terrified. Well, we also have another co-host, and that is MissRPGJo. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm doing just fine, guys. How are you lot doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Well,
Okay.
Tonight we wanted to, talk about this question that's been going around, and it is, will retro gaming rise in price in the future? And my answer is no.
My answer is 42.
That's simple, huh?
That's simple.
Well, that's the end of that question. Let's move on to the next topic. That was easy.
No, what was the question? Will retro games rise
Yeah.
to what? To
price.
power?
No, price.
Oh, price. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of, maybe. Yeah, if you think about it. There's a lot of rare games out there.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to see Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt go for like $50.
No way. I think the whole retro fad is going to stop in the near future. Because, with like Hot Topic stores, selling those retro video gaming t-shirts and stuff. I think that stuff is going to stop. People aren't going to...
I see the one with the NES system and it says blow me on it.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, well, like, that's true. Like, a lot of retro stuff is coming back just because I guess it's cool to be retro, but, like, do people actually play a lot of retro games? Like, I know some do, but, when was the last time you played a really old retro game? Like, I know you're a huge Dreamcast guy, so you're going to probably play Dreamcast a lot, but, like, when was the last time you played, like, a Sega Genesis or, like, a regular Nintendo?
Sega Genesis was last week.
I knew you were going to say last week. I don't know, for me, the last time I played, like, an NES game was probably, like, 4 months ago.
Yeah.
So, and that was only because, I got the Cheetahman 2 reproduction card from Kickstarter, and, I wanted to try that game. And that wasn't even, that was about 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what a lot of people have been asking generally, it's not really whether or not you're going to play them. It's more to the fact, say your collection that you have now, for example. So say your NES collection, Cliver. Say, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Do you think that collection will stay the same, rise in value, or drop in value? Regardless of whether you play it or not, or whether you think, people are still going to be collecting it, do you just think it will rise?
Well, I think that kind of depends on how you see it. Because if you have, I have about 104 NES titles, and I'm just going to stick for NES for my example. I have 104 NES games. Now, your question is 20 years from now, is that going to be rise in value?
Yeah.
Probably not as a whole. But, I have games in that collection. Like, I have DuckTales 2. I have Chip and Dale's 2, and I know those 2 games right now go for, I'm roughly going to say around like 60 to $80 a piece. Now those 2 might be like really rare, but I know like Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt is going to be worth shit. It's been worth shit for like forever. I don't think that's going to go
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because they're really easy. They're easily obtainable. But I guess, I mean, let's step aside from the rarity of games. So, for example, say you've got, like you say, your DuckTales 2, is it?
Yeah, DuckTales.
So, yeah. So let's just say, I don't know, in 20 years' time, you don't want your collection anymore. You decide to sell it. But there's always going to be somebody that's collecting retro. You see?
Yeah.
That's why I don't think retro is really ever going to die, because retro to us is NES, SNES, Mega Drive. Well, kids of today are going to get to our age one day, and they're going to get the nostalgic value back, nostalgic factor, thinking, oh, I want the games back that I used to have when I was a kid, or I want to start collecting the games I couldn't have when I was a kid because I couldn't afford them. So to them, it's going to be retro.
Yeah, but to them, though, their retro games are going to be like PS3,
yeah.
they're going to be
Yeah.
Xbox 360, so...
Yeah, oh no, I completely agree there, yeah. But you are still going to get your collectors, I think. I don't think you're going to get as many as you are now, like you say, because the future generation are going to be collecting Xbox. But I do still think you're still going to have your collectors out there. But the thing that I think is, because there's so many of us now that do collect, and a lot of us do collect, and we don't play games. I mean, I don't personally. I don't have one game in my collection that I don't play. But there are people out there that are going for full collections. Sooner or later, these games are going to become harder and harder to find. They're already becoming harder to find. That's why
they're gonna deteriorate over age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll just say right, like the collection. I'm gonna stick with NES, but like my NES costs 104 games. 20 years, that collection's probably not gonna be worth that much. To the general public. But if I had a complete NES collection, which is, I really would love to have somebody, if I had a complete NES collection of, say, like, I think, what is it, like a 700 and, I'll just say 50 games, if I had that, that's going to be worth something in 20 years. But my 104 games, probably not so much.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I guess like the other thing that was kind of tied into the same question was, do you actually buy games because you think they're going to be worth something in the future? And I know a lot of people do this. I know a lot of people will buy a game because they say, oh, that game's going to be worth a lot more in the future. And it just sits there sitting on the shelf. It never gets played. Do you actually do that yourselves? Because you think it might be worth something? I don't. Personally, I never do that. But I know people that do.
Wait a minute, the question is, you buy them and don't play them?
Yeah,
Well,
you just buy them because you want to stick it, because you think that game or game series is going to rise up in price in the future.
Yeah. I mean, let's I don't know, give an example. Ni no Kuni. That game's really hard to find in the UK at the minute. I mean, it's not a rare game by any means. It's just very sought after. So all the game shops are pretty much sold out. If you want a copy, you've pretty much got to pay like double the price on eBay. Now, eventually it will come down because people would have played it and they'll sell it. But at the minute, people are probably thinking, oh, I'm going to keep that game because it's going to be, it's one of the last PS3 titles. It's a really good RPG. The Wizard Edition probably will hold its price. I can see that holding its price for quite some time because it really was very scarce. There aren't a hell of a lot of them made. But there are people out there that are holding on to the regular editions sealed. I know people that are doing that right now because they're hoping that it will rise in value. So, yeah, I mean, would you go out and buy a game, for example, tomorrow that was just released with the intention of maybe selling it? Like for Xenoblade Chronicles, for example. People seem to think that game's going to rise in value in years to come.
Okay, well, to answer your question, I have bought in games that I think are going to rise in value. Ni no Kuni, like you mentioned, Xenoblade Chronicles, when that came out, people were selling it for like $80, and I was like, oh shit, it's already gonna go up. But I did play those games, so...
Yeah, no, well, that's completely different than you actually wanted to play them.
But I have bought in games before that I've never ever played. Like they're in my collection I've never played. Um, but they're not rare games, or at least I don't consider them rare games, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, for me personally, I've never ever. The only, in fact, I kind of had a change of heart a few weeks back. I actually had the last story, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Pandora's Tower. I had them all the limited editions, and I also had the coins that we got free from Club Nintendo in Europe over here. I had them all, and they sat there sitting on my shelf, and I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to play those games. I sold the lot.
oh
I sold
really?
them. Yeah, I sold them as a bundle on eBay for 200 quid. So, I thought the Wii has kind of been retired now in my house. It's very rarely used, and I just couldn't see myself sitting down and playing them. I may regret it in the future, but hey ho, as I feel right now, I wasn't going to play them. I've got more important games to play, so I sold them. I could have, on the other hand, kept them sealed and sat there looking all nice and pretty on my shelf, but I can't do it. Games are meant to be played, dude.
Yeah, I kind of consider my Wii collection complete. I only have about maybe like 25 Wii games, but like I'm happy with those 25 games. So like I kind of consider like my Wii collection complete, but Pandora's Tower will probably be the last game I would want to buy for the Wii.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm kind of happy. Like that's what I consider like collections being complete. If you have every single game you want for that system, regardless if you own every game for that system, your collection is complete.
Yeah, me too. I've done that with the DS. I'm a massive RPG fan on the DS. I think the DS has some absolutely fantastic RPGs. And I think I've got about 25 DS games. And I think I need to get about another 5. I think I'll probably have 30 in my collection altogether, and I'll be happy. It'll be done. There's only a few more I need to get. And I need to get The World Ends With You, the Fire Emblem game. And I think that's about it. I'll be pretty much done. But like I say, like what you said, Clive, as long as it's complete to you, that's it. It's done.
Yeah, like
and it will be.
yeah, because like for like the Nintendo 64, I have like 20 games for the Nintendo 64, and the only games I really want for that system is Conquer Bad for a Day and Donkey Kong 64. And once I get those 2 games, my collection's complete. Like I'll be happy not buying any more games for that system because I have every game I want for that system. So. But I don't know. Techno, what do you think? What do you think about that? Like, what completes your collection?
Well, I'm trying to get all Dreamcast games in North America, at least. But, I would probably have to say, like, all the ones that I didn't, like, the ones I have and the ones that I never got and really wanted when I was a kid. I would, like, see with my Genesis collection, I have very few, and most of them are sports games because my dad bought them, and I'm like, whatever. But, I have my Sonics and Aladdin and Castlevania, and but like there's a lot of games that I don't have that I really want, and I'm not going to try to get, all, over 700 Genesis games to complete, quotation marks there, complete that. So whenever I get the games that I wanted as a kid that I didn't get, I would call that complete. So
you're just after stuff that you missed.
Yeah.
Which is good. I think we're all doing that though. So.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever go for a full collection. Not of it. I couldn't own the games that I wouldn't play. I admire people that do it. I mean, I know a few people go for full Mega Drive collections, and I know a few people on YouTube now that are going for full 360 collections. That's
crazy.
That's some hard doing. I mean, that takes some dedication, but I I just couldn't do it. I mean, I get the collecting side. I do. There's a little bit of a collector in me, but mine comes from. Mine's really weird. Mine's towards handhelds. I love collecting variants of different handhelds, but they're expensive to collect. I mean, for example, if you get a 3DS and then you get, the limited edition Pikachu, that's going to cost me another 200 quid. So I've got to really, really, focus on what I want in my collection. So I couldn't go for a full handheld collection, for example, because that would just be ludicrous. I don't need, God knows how many DS versions there are, 3DS versions. I couldn't warrant doing that. But I do like to get the odd variant every now and again. And that's a collector in me that does that. I don't need all these 3DSs. I only need one. But I do like to collect the odd ones. But so, yeah, I understand people going for full collections, but takes some hard doing, that does. I mean, God, how many 360 games are there out there? There's got to be over 1,000, don't they?
It's got, something around there, but...
There's got to be. I feel sorry for the person that goes for a Wii collection.
Well, I think there's some people doing it. Like, me personally, if I had to pick one system to have a complete collection for, it would be the NES. Because I love that system. It's my very first system. So...
Yeah.
But I could be okay having games that I've never actually played before, and I have NES games that I've never played before in my collection already. But just because you can pick them up really cheap, so I was like, you know what? If I could add them to my collection and build up that collection, it looks great on my wall. So
yeah, no, I get it. I do get the collecting side. I really do. I haven't got the patience for it, but I admire people that do. So yeah, basically, what are we saying then to that question? Do we think it'll rise, say in 20 years' time, or do you think it'll pretty much stay the same?
Well, again, I think it kind of depends on how you're seeing it. Like, if you're seeing it as full collections of something, like a full NES or full Xbox 360 collection, that might be worth something. But if you only have maybe a fraction of the full set, not so much.
What about just individual games then?
Well, individual games, it kind of depends on the game. Like I said, I brought up DuckTales 2 and Chip and Dale's 2. Those are worth a lot of money, but, Roger Rabbit for the NES is not worth it as much. So. Do
you not think DuckTales 2 will rise then?
Oh, I think it will, because that's one of the hard-to-find games. So... And if you do find it, it's worth a lot of money. Or it's going for a lot of money, so...
Yeah. My short answer is, I do. I think it will rise. I don't think the future generation that are going to be collecting PS3 and Xbox, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near as like... I mean, that's going to be retro to them. But what retro to us now, that some of the games are really scarce, but the games today are so mass-produced.
Yeah.
That they make so... Apart from the odd ones, I mean, I'll give them that. I mean, I know some companies, not naming any names, Atlas being one, seem to only release, not so many of them, and then these games become so rare within, like, weeks of them being released because nobody can get their hands on them. But for the majority of it, I don't think it's going to be as high as what it is now, no. But our games that we're collecting, I think will rise, personally. I do. Because then you're not going to be able to get hold of them, because everyone's going to own them.
I'm going to bring this up, too, is what kind of this generation and, like, our generation, like, you can play... Our retro games, our NES, our Super NES, our Sega Genesis, we can play those games and they'll work. They'll work 20 years from now. Now, you have your Xbox, you have your PS3, you have your, PS3 and Xbox.
Wii's going to be totally different.
20 years from now, those games probably not going to work. And if they don't work, where's the value in them?
Exactly. That's why I don't think those collections are going to be worth anything.
Like I don't know, what's an only... like Mag on the PS3, that's an online-only game. That's going to be worth diddly shit if the servers go down. But, my Super Nintendo Super Mario World will work 20, 40 years from now if it,
Yeah.
I keep it clean and, in good condition.
Yeah. I think you will get some people as well, who probably want to go back and probably decide to start collecting like what we're collecting now. And that's why what we're collecting will go up because there'll be more collectors. I mean, every day there's someone new popping up on YouTube who's collecting something or, going for a collection of something. And it is gonna rise. I think it definitely will rise, but only what, we class as retro today. I think what they class as retro in 20 years time, no, you're going to be able to pick those up for pennies, I think.
I don't know. It all depends. People collect things for different reasons. So, and actually, I'm going to leave this question to everyone who's listening right now. Leave a comment below. Why do you collect games? Do you think your collection is complete? Do you collect retro? Do you collect modern? Do you think the modern games are going to be considered retro in 20 years from now? And if they are, is it going to be the same? Like, is retro going to mean the same thing as we call it today?
Mm.
Because over the years, words change their meaning. So, I don't know.
Hmm.
But I agree with the whole, now, the systems now, because, they're not cartridge based. They have, the systems now have stuff moving in them, like, and, lasers burn out, all the time. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, these modern stuffs, they don't last as long as our retro stuff now, because,
Yeah.
my NES games still work, so.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
you can buy a laser, but, not everyone's going to be able to know how to do that stuff, so.
Well, yeah, like my Sega Genesis works. Now, I've never had to replace it, but my Xbox, I had to replace at least once already. So, anyway, that is our thoughts on, like, retro games and collections and stuff. So, you guys want to get in some news? I know we got a lot this week.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this week, Nintendo Direct happened again, which was a spur-of-the-moment thing. I didn't know anything of it until the day they actually announced it. So over here in Europe, we get a different one to you guys in US. I think it's pretty much generally the same thing, except I think some games we've actually got some release dates now for some games, which is very, very good, because I know you guys have had them for quite a while. So yeah, Nintendo Direct, first of all, they focused a hell of a lot on Luigi's Mansion 2. They've basically called the year of Luigi, they're calling it. So yeah, March 28th, it's released here in the Europe for anybody who's interested. And I don't know if I'm that bothered about the game. I know a lot of people are. Personally, I don't know. I may pick it up. But the good thing that interests me is it's actually got 4-player co-op.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Which is very, very good. I did not expect this game to have that. It's got like 4-player co-op modes where you've got time limits and you go around in the mansion and blah, 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 blah. It sounds very, very cool. So that does intrigue me. Are you guys going to be picking that game up?
Yeah, I already got reserved and paid in full.
I'm gonna have to say no on this.
Techno doesn't play video games.
What? No, I do. I got a long list for the end of the episode.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the first one. So yeah, March 28th for everyone that's bothered about that. Also, they focused on the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U game, which I'm not bothered about at all, but which is very interesting. They've actually got some download content coming out for this game. They haven't given a release date for it yet, but it's coming this year apparently. Basically, what it enables you to do is play through the entire game with Luigi. So your game will now be called New Super Luigi U. And there's new modes, there's new levels, just specifically created for Luigi, and Mario is not in the game at all. It's just all about Luigi, so that's something cool. I mean, it's not something that I'm really bothered about, but it's cool that Nintendo are doing this, you know, more download content, and I don't know if it's going to, I presume it's going to cost you, but I don't think it'll cost that much. But is that anything you guys will be interested in if you had a Wii U, that is?
Well, honestly, I think that's cool. Like, because basically, like, they look harder. And, like, I'll use Super Mario, was it 3D Land as an example? Like, once you beat that game, like, the first 8 levels were, like, ridiculously easy. Then you unlock Luigi once you beat that game, and you unlock 8 new worlds. Then it got, like, wicked harder. So, like,
yeah, it did.
So, like, I think that's cool that they're adding new levels with Luigi. Actually, Luigi doesn't really matter. It's just like,
Well, no.
they're adding like new levels and they look harder. So I think that's cool that they're doing that. They're adding downloadable content, because usually I'll just play the 8 levels and put the game on the shelf. I completed it, I'm done. But like new Super Mario Bros. 3D Land, I had another 8 levels to go, or another 8 worlds to go. So like, I think it's cool they're adding downloadable content to it.
Yeah, me too. It's like I say, it's not something particularly I'd be interested in, but it's a step forward, because it then, you know, it kind of makes you think, well, if they can do it for that, they can do it for other games. So that's you know, very cool.
Well,
Thumbs up, Nintendo.
I'll just leave it as like, if I had new Super Mario Bros. U, I would download the new Mario or new Luigi U portion of it.
Yeah.
I would. I'll just leave it as that.
Yeah, it gives you a bit more, you know, playability of the game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next up, I know we touched on this last week, but it was on the Nintendo Direct. So yeah, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, we actually got a release date for that. That's now March 22nd here in Europe, and that's both for Wii U and 3DS. Now, they actually announced 2 brand new bundles that are, I don't know whether you guys got this over there or not.
I'll let you go. I'll say something afterward.
Yeah, the 2 new bundles is a Wii U premium pack, which comes with a Pro controller and a copy of the game, and the 3DS, which is an all new black console. We haven't seen an all black 3DS XL yet, so that's going to be new, and that's going to be pre-installed. So I don't know if that will bother anybody. I know it would kind of bother me by having the pre-installed game on the system. But that comes pre-installed. So yeah, did you guys get that over there?
The system with it already installed? I don't think so.
No, the 2 new bundles. Did you get them for the Monster Hunter 3? Did you get the Wii U one or the 3DS?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it must just be a European thing then. Yeah. So yeah, we've got those 2 new bundles. What was you going to say, Cliver?
I was just going to say Amazon right now is having a bundle sale where if you buy Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U and the 3DS, you save $20.
Right.
So it's basically you pay, I think it's, Wii U games is like 60, 3DS game is like 40. You probably get both games for probably about $80. So anyone who's interested in getting both those games for both systems, I would go for the Amazon deal because you save $20.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not going to be getting that game. I don't think you guys are either. But
I honestly don't know.
No.
I don't think so either. So
yeah. Next up, this isn't really big news, but I'll chuck it in there just for anybody that's bothered. We're getting a black system and a white system that are going to be standalone systems. So here in the UK, we can get the black one with Monster Hunter, and we can get the white one with Mario 3D Land and Mario Kart 7. We haven't had the system standalone on their own yet, which is a good thing because it means more colours. I know a lot of people have been waiting just specifically for the white one or specifically for the black one. Like, again, I don't know whether you guys got any new consoles announced on yours. I didn't check it, but yeah. So it's not big news, but, you know, for anybody that has been waiting to get specific colours. I mean, if I didn't have one already, I would have gone for the pure white one personally, but I'm not going to go and change it. Next up, Fire Fire Emblem finally got a release date. Now, this game has been up in the air over here. I know you guys, I don't know what you guys have got it already, haven't you?
Yeah,
Fire
actually,
Emblem.
that game over here is getting really hard to find.
Mm.
So like I've went to 3 stores already, and they're all out. They don't have them. They haven't gotten any shipments of them. So like I actually had to buy mine off BestBuy.com. So
It's
I
getting
don't know.
shit hot reviews.
I'm sorry, it's getting shitty reviews.
No, shit hot reviews, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like shitty
Yeah.
reviews. Okay.
No, it's getting absolutely fantastic reception from people. That's probably why. But this time last week, I was a bit pissed off because we was having to wait till May to get it. But we are actually getting it on April the 19th. Still a little bit, to wait, but not too long now, which is great. But they actually made a formal apology for everybody in Europe. They actually said, we apologise for the long wait. So to make up for it, they've actually announced another limited edition 3DS XL bundle, which has got like the Fire Emblem symbol on the front. And again, with the game pre-installed, I think. And that is only for Europe. That's basically an apology, they said, to say, I don't know how they worked that one out, but yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of new systems. I think you guys have got it, but it's only the regular 3DS, not the 3DS XL, I think.
Fire Emblem.
I heard that you guys were getting the original one, a normal blue 3DS that had the motif on the front of Fire Emblem. I did read that.
I know. Okay, here I'm looking at it right now. We got a Nintendo 3DS Blue limited edition with Fire Emblem Awakening pre-installed. Let's see, is it an XL or a normal one?
I think yours is a normal one. That's what I
it,
did.
it looks like a normal 3DS. It does have like a Fire Emblem decal on it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it doesn't look like an XL. It looks just like a normal one. So.
Yeah, this
Oh
one's
yeah,
the XL.
it is a normal one. I see it right now.
So yeah, another bundle coming here in Europe. So we've got plenty to choose from. And pretty much the last bit of news, which isn't really news, but we've got a release date at last for Animal Crossing, June the 14th, and you guys get it June the 9th. So June, I can't wait. It can't come fast enough. I'm just that when we come to like talk about what games we've been playing, when that game comes out, it's just going to be that. It's going to be nothing else. That's going to be me for the rest of the year. Animal Crossing. That's going to be me done. You've got to pick this up, all of you. We've all got to pick it up.
I'm thinking about getting the 3DS one.
Yeah, you have to. It's so good. So yeah, that's pretty much it really for Nintendo Direct. They did go into a few more downloadable games that were coming out. There's a new Mario and Donkey Kong. I think just a downloadable version on the eShop, but I could go into everything they announced. They did announce quite a lot actually.
Well, there were like 2 other games that they're kind of big that they announced. The first one was that new Mario and Luigi RPG for the 3DS.
Yes.
Dream Team, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've never played a Mario and Luigi game before, but this one looks kind of cool in a way. So I don't know. Have you played any of them before?
Oh,
No.
they're so good.
Are they?
They're so good. It's RPG.
Well, I
with
know
Mario
that.
and Luigi.
Well, I know that.
They're amazing. So you need to pick up
Yeah, but why are they
Yeah.
amazing though?
because they just are.
It's not very descriptive.
That's it. They just are. All right.
Okay. No, I don't know. Like this new one for the 3DS might be kind of a good like jumping on point though. So
Yeah, I'm sticking by my rule this year. I'm not buying anything Mario related.
really.
Really. That's how butthurt I've been. Seriously. I'm done with Mario games. And I know it's sad, but that's how they've made me. I don't want. I pretty much sold every Mario related title I had. I sold all my 3DS ones. The only one I own is the one on the DS, and the only reason I'm keeping that is because it's part of my 25th anniversary DSi XL. It came with a bundle. So yeah, I'm all Mario'd out. For this year, I'm not buying anything else Mario related.
Don't worry.
Well, it's good because it's the
Galaxy 3 will come out. And
Galaxy 3.
And blow everyone out of the water.
Yeah, do you reckon that'll be a Wii U though?
Well,
Galaxy 3? Yeah, that'll be Wii U.
Yeah. I don't think that would make me buy a Wii U still though.
Probably not that, but...
That might actually get me to buy a Wii U, because I love the
Yep.
Galaxy games.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Me too.
Really?
Yeah, I really like Galaxy 1. I'll tell you right, Galaxy 1 was the first Super Mario Brothers game where I actually collected all 120 stars. Like, I never did in Mario 64. I never collected all of them in Mario Sunshine. So, Mario Galaxy, I love just because I was able to get all 120 stars. And then Mario Galaxy 2, I didn't get all the stars, but it was just as good. So
Yeah, I never played 2. I've played and completed number 1. I didn't get all the stars, but they're fantastic games. I do prefer those than that's why I liked the 3D one. The Mario 3D. It just reminded me of that game so much. But yeah, I don't think it will get me to buy a Wii U. It's going to have to be something spectacular like Dragon Quest X. I think that'll be the only day I go out and buy Wii U, dude. When that game's officially released. I think Mr. Techno's with me on that one.
Yeah, but
dude, he's
I
been
would
with
have
you on that.
to. I'd have to import it. Since
You really don't think they're gonna bring it to the United States?
What? I would hope so. I mean,
I think they
have
will.
to, but right now they haven't. So
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they will though.
think
Dragon
they
Quest
will.
is huge.
Yeah, they know they know those games do well over here now. Those games are so popular. We have to wait a while. Like I know we've got Dragon Quest 7 that's just been released in Japan, and that's flying off the shelves. That's like number 2 in Japan at the minute, but I know the Japanese just go crazy for Dragon Quest. But again, I think we'll see that game over here as well. It takes them a bit of time to bring them over, but I don't see why not. So,
Well, but the other game that was shown off Nintendo Direct was Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. What do you guys think about this one?
Not bothered, dude.
You don't want it?
No.
I'd rather play it on my Wii.
Well, that's exactly this is what I thought when I saw it. Is
It's
I
Zelda
fucking-
Wind Waker all over again.
exactly yes. I'm like, but like here's what I think. Like, yes, it's exactly like Zelda Wind Waker. It's not a remake, but it's just like a port, and they put it right at the end of Nintendo Direct. And I'm just like, are we supposed to be overly excited? Well, you know what? I kind of fucking am. This is like, I'm going to buy this. I really want Donkey Kong on a handheld. Which is weird, because like, I felt so differently about Wind Waker.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. That might be a good thing, because I fucking hated how you have to like pound on the ground using the damn motion controls, and it's just weird to me. So
Like,
I might,
it's going to be a little different for the 3DS.
yeah, hopefully.
I don't know. But like, I don't know, like, what do you guys, isn't that weird though? Like, we kind of bashed Wind Waker, but like, here I am. I'm excited for Donkey Kong Country.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what I think it is? I mean, I'm not a massive Donkey Kong fan myself. I've never really got into them. But I think the reason people are more excited about this one is because you don't get many Donkey Kong games, dude.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think you do. I mean, Zelda's so... I mean, you've got him on every system, and Donkey Kong... I mean, how many Donkey Kong games were on the Wii?
One.
Just the one. I mean, and how many Donkey Kong games, standalone Donkey Kong games, do you see on the handhelds? It's usually always Mario versus Donkey Kong. You know, this is why people are excited about it, because it's not something you see very often. Whereas the Wind Waker thing was like, nah, really?
Yeah,
Again?
well, here's the thing. Our main argument with Wind Waker was the game is not that old.
Mm.
That was one of our main arguments, saying we do not need this game. Now, Donkey Kong Country Returns is even less than that. It's like, what, a
Yeah.
year and a half old, and now they're porting it to the 3DS, and here I am, I'm excited for it.
Is it really a straight port? Because the
I
impression I got, it was a different game. Maybe I
no,
got
I think
it wrong.
I think it's a straight port, but they're adapting it to the 3DS. You know, so
Right.
it's gonna have 3D visuals. Obviously, it's gonna take away the motion controls because
Thank God.
the 3DS doesn't have motion controls. But
Mm.
I don't know, like I'm kind of being a hypocrite in a certain way because like I'm excited for the Donkey Kong game, but I think Wind Waker is a total waste of resources. I don't know, like.
I think it's because we was wanting a new Zelda game, and I know they did announce a new Zelda game, but still, that's all up in the air. We still don't know when that's coming. Whereas Donkey Kong, that was completely out the blue. I don't think anybody expected that one, but I don't know. If you're excited for it, dude.
No, I am, but like I'm gonna say it right now. I'm being a hypocrite on the whole Zelda, Wind Waker, and Donkey Kong thing. I'll tell you that right now because they are kind of like the same situation. I don't know. I'll just say it right now.
Oh, I'm not interested in either, so.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna buy both of them. I'll buy Donkey Kong and I'll buy Wind Waker. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I had a Wii U, I would probably buy Wind Waker. Probably would. Only to play through it, just once more. I'd probably play through it with my niece like I did last time, but again, it's not a system seller, and that's what I want from them.
See, now, like, the only thing I'm kind of excited for Donkey Kong is, like, the possibility of it being on the 3DS. Is that it could maybe have, like, an online multiplayer type of thing. Where, like, someone plays Dee Dee and someone plays Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I
I don't think I've ever played a Donkey Kong game.
You gotta.
properly.
The only thing is with the new one, Donkey Kong Country Returns, is you don't do the whole like where you kick out one of the character, to the back and use like in Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3 Country on Super Nintendo, you press select or whatever button it was to switch characters.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that in Returns. So I would think there won't be multiplayer because you kind of use both of them as a single character.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, you use Diddy Kong to, like, fly you up with his jetpack and different platforms, so.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
So, but that could also mean we're getting, Donkey Kong Country on 3DS maybe? I don't know.
Oh, like the NES ports? Super NES ports?
Yeah, maybe. Never know.
I don't know. But yeah, that's all the Nintendo Direct stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much, I think. So yeah, that's all I've got.
Cool. Well, I'll go next. There is a new Eevee evolution for the new Pokemon X and Y game. Nothing.
I was waiting for that.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What the hell?
I heard something about this, but to be honest, I've not really looked at any information about it.
Alright, well, let me tell you.
So how many evolutions are there now?
For Eevee?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll name them off. Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon. So that's 5 right there.
Yeah.
Then there's
Gee.
Glaceon, Leafeon. That makes 7. And now this new one that I'm
8.
about to tell you makes 8.
Okay.
Okay? So, but yeah, the Pokemon Company has just announced the U.S. name for the Pokemon Nymphia. That's the Japanese name. The newest evolution of the Pokemon Eevee shall be known in English as Sylveon. 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 So that's basically all I know. There's no further details given on this Pokemon. We have no idea what type it is. We have no idea how it evolves into this Pokemon from Eevee. We know nothing.
Would
But-
it be metal type?
We don't know. It doesn't look metal. To
Oh,
me,
it
it looks fluffy. It looks like a Chansey type of thing. But like a friend, this is a friend of mine kind of brought this up to me that I just kind of want to share with you guys. You guys know the title of Pokemon, the new one, X and Y?
Yeah.
Do you know what that could possibly mean?
No.
Okay, the X chromosome and
Yeah.
the Y chromosome,
Yeah.
male and female.
Mhm.
Now, take this Eevee evolution. Do you think there might be a gender evolution?
Maybe.
Like, just like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, just like
Yeah.
how Nidorina can evolve into Nidoqueen. Maybe like a female Eevee can only evolve into the Sylveon, or a male Eevee can only evolve into the Sylveon.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, possibly. That could be.
But like this is just what a friend brought up to me. Like I think this could work. Like if they actually do this gender evolution, I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how it'll work though because like a female Eevee can evolve into an Umbreon and an Espeon depending on what time of day. I don't know how they will work a gender evolution because they could evolve anytime during the day. I don't know. It's just a theory that a friend of mine kind of brought up. What do you guys think?
Could be. It could definitely work.
Because like this Sylveon, it looks like a no offense to women, but it looks like a girly. It looks like a girly Pokemon. I'll just so.
Do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest. I love Pokemon. I absolutely love the games. I think they're some of the best RPGs out there. But when you start going into all these evolution types and the names of them, it goes straight over my head.
Oh yeah, dude. We'll take Eevee for example. There's been many times where I wanted to make a full Eevee team, but now there's so many damn evolutions of Eevee, you can't do that. You got to leave somebody out. Because
It's just, I understand why they do it, but Jesus, I don't know. It's just too much sometimes. Sometimes I just play the games for what they are. I don't even give a shit what they're called. I don't care about the evolution. I just play the game for what they are. Because if you really took that much time, it just goes straight over your head, dude. Well, it does mine anyway. There's so much to understand.
No, I know what you're saying. I can't even name half the new generation of Pokemon. I can't name half of them.
Yeah.
But the original 150, I can name them all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do 150 and the Soul and Silver, but that's it.
I'll be lucky if I can name 10. Seriously, I don't know. I just play the game and that's it. I enjoy the games. But mind you, I'm pretty new to Pokemon series. I only really got into it last year. I stayed away from it for the longest time because I think like a lot of people, you think Pokemon and they go, oh, Pokemon, it's for kids. These games are not for kids. Believe me. I couldn't have played one of these games when I was, 6 or 7. It amazes me when I see young kids playing them because there's a lot to get round your head when you play these games.
I don't know. Kids are kind of smart nowadays.
Are they? Not where I live.
Well, that doesn't explain me playing the red version when I was like 6, 7.
Oh, yeah. So you did play it when you were 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. When Red and Blue
I
came out...
forget what year it came out. If you can find
Okay.
the year, I could tell you.
Well, that's easy enough to do. I'll tell you right now, the Red and Blue it came out when I was in high school. So, and I was playing it in high school. I was just one of those geeks or nerds or whatever you want to classify it as. But, yeah, let's see. Pokemon Red and Blue in the United States came out September 30th, 1998.
I would be 8.
So you'd be 8. Okay, I would have been 17.
I would have been about 14.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
about 14.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, I was in high school when that came out. You were 8, so you were probably in elementary school. So,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in games when I was 14.
So, but yeah, that's the new Eevee evolution is Sylveon. Like I said, it could be a gender evolution. That's just my friend's theory that he brought up to me. I hope it's true because I think that would be a cool new possible way to evolve Pokemon.
Yeah.
But the next bit of news is there's a rumor going around on the internet that a new Batman Arkham game is coming in the year 2013. A recent Time Warner call has revealed that a new entry in the Batman Arkham series is slated to be released some point in the year 2013, although little to nothing is known of the title at the moment. Time Warner's CFO and Chief Administration Officer John Martin, it's probably the first name I could ever say correctly, stated on the company's Q2 2012 earnings, saying that we also have a strong release for this year, talking about 2013, which will include the next release of the Batman Arkham franchise. Obviously, there's not a lot going on, and even less is known about the title. But we could kind of speculate what the gameplay is going to be like, what the setting and the characters are going to be like, or even if Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City is, if it's going to be made by the same developers. We don't know if Rocksteady is going to make the game or not. So, at this point, it seems like a rumor. I don't know. I don't want to give this as straight fact. So, I don't know. I would love a new Batman Arkham City or Arkham game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're gonna call it. Like, I don't know. Arkham Streets maybe. I don't know. I would play it. I love Batman, Arkham City, and Asylum. So, Techno thoughts. You're a Batman guy.
Okay. Yeah. I would love a new, Batman Arkham game. I loved the first two. I think if they did make a new one, I think it would be like Arkham City, like the gameplay wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hope you could change characters.
Oh, like play as Nightwing and Robin.
Yeah. Like in the story, not just Batman and Catwoman. But
No, I hear you.
I mean, you could play as Batman or Nightwing and stuff as in the little extra. I forget what they called them.
Yeah, the multiplayer challenge maps.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could easily see them doing a third game. Like, I really could, because I'm just gonna say spoilers. Whoever played Batman Arkham City, Joker's dead, but like Joker in the comics, he always comes back. It's fucking comic books. People never stay dead in comic books, so I could definitely see the Joker coming back for a third game.
Who would voice him though? Do you think that Mark
That's
Hamill
true.
would?
Yeah, that's true. Because Mark Hamill retired doing the Joker. That's true. I don't know.
They could get, the guy who voiced him in that new movie, Batman Returns or Dark Knight or whatever it's fucking called. I forgot it.
Yeah, but that's not the same style of Joker, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Joker will not be in the third game at all. Who knows? Like, I'm just speculating. So it
But
could be
who would be like the top? Who would?
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. No.
He's you gotta think like who are the top like villains of Batman that could actually pull a full game off. Penguin, you can't.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze, you can't. Riddler might, but it might be a kind of a stretch. Really, you got kind of like the Joker, Ra's al Ghul,
The
Hush.
oh fuck.
So
The that doctor that was in
Doctor Strange.
yeah. He
Oh,
he could be part of it, like helping Raish out, kind of like
Well,
he did.
he kind of did that in Arkham City though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. But I mean like the main bad guy. Like the key guy.
Yeah.
So I would seriously think it'll be Ra's al Ghul because there's not anyone that'll be just as like that top billing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But like I said, this is still kind of like a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. So, but the next thing I want to announce is we kind of already talked about this before on the previous episodes, but it's been officially announced that Aquaman, the King of the Sea, is going to be a playable character in Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Oh yeah.
That's all we get is an oh yeah.
Well, yeah, cause
You got to be super excited. Come on.
nah, dude. Now, if it was like, I don't know, someone that's like really kick ass, I would. But
Oh, shut your mouth right now. If you talk bad about Aquaman, I'll kick your fucking ass, dude. Dude, Aquaman is badass. I don't know why people give him shit. Really. But anyway, Aquaman's a playable character. And you know what? I'm going to buy it on the PS3 so I can kick Techno's ass with Aquaman.
dude, I'm buying it on PS3 too, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, 360 has better online. Well, what if you buy the game and you run out of gold and you don't have any money left because you spent that money on the game? Yeah. Say what now?
You get more gold.
Well, yeah, but you run out of money, so you
Dude,
can't.
I'd rather pay for gold than to have a free PS3. No offense, dude.
Me too.
I'm not, no offense to you, Techno. I just think 360 is way better online than PS3.
Do you have many games, not games, many people you play with on PS3, Techno?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, well, that's good then.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not dissing the PS3 in any way.
No, that's totally cool because I mean, if I had more people to play with on the PS3, then yeah, sure, I'd use it a lot more. But yeah, no, that's sweet. But I'm with you, Cliver. I'm 360 from my online games. I'll pay £29 every year for that service. That service is just too good for me.
Well, that and I already have a arcade stick, so
Do you really fight with an arcade stick?
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I
I have an arcade stick for my 360 I'm trying to practice with, so.
mean, I could buy, the collect because there's those two different collector's edition. I mean, where one is that statue of Batman and Wonder Woman, I believe, and
Yeah.
the other is a kick-ass looking arcade stick.
So you're getting one of those. Which one are you getting? The
Uh,
arcade stick one?
well, since I already have an arcade stick,
So you're getting the statue one.
yeah, I'll probably get that unless like something in my brain's like, get the arcade stick one. And then, you know, I'd be like, why the hell did I pick this up?
If you get the statue one, I would love to see an unboxing of that, because I would really love the statue one, but I just have no room for the statue. So I'm just gonna pick up the normal standard game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aquaman officially announced. Badass character, way better than Techno's Batman.
No.
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 I thought you were gonna get more pissed off at that one. All we get is no. All right. Cool. I'm getting it on the 360 though. So, but if you want, I would gladly get on the PS3 just to fight you, Techno. No, I would. I think it'll be cool. I'll get it on both.
Why would you do that?
Because I like to. I got Street Fighter Cross Tekken on all three systems.
Oh, Vita?
Yeah, I got it for the
Okay.
PS3, Xbox, and the Vita. So I don't know. I was actually thinking about getting Super Street Fighter 4 for the PS3 so I could fight you.
Eh.
You don't wanna.
Well, if you want, it's not me spending money.
Oh, I know.
You know?
I like my
Whatever.
fighting games, Techno.
Okay, that's good.
Alright. But that's all the news I have. So, what about you, Techno?
Well, Sega has returned. Not with consoles.
Then I don't want to hear it.
I know. But classic console-themed laptops.
What?
Yeah. Sadly, only for Japan. It's not quite the Dreamcast 2, but for hardware-starved Sega fans, it will have to do. The former console manufacturer is putting its name to a limited edition range of laptops in Japan. Each Sega Note PC is decked out with Sega, stuff on there. And there's the Mega Drive. The laptop that looks like a top of a Mega Drive, a Sega Saturn, and I think it's the Model 1 Sega Saturn because it's like has oval buttons, but I'm not sure. And Sega Dreamcast, which, what a Dreamcast looks like, I would hope. And there's another one which is just like a lightish blue with like the logo of Sega on the top. So, yeah. And let's see, how much is it? Well, for the low-end laptops, it's going to cost you about $1,000 and $1,077. And to the high end is $2,098. So, yeah. There you go. So, and I'll probably never have one of these at all. So, because I don't have that kind of money.
I don't think a lot of people don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. So, anyways, on to the next. This is a rumor, a concrete rumor.
It's a concrete rumor.
Yes.
I love these. These are the best.
Watch Dogs, which everyone knows, I hope, is that Ubisoft game, I believe, that was displayed at was announced at last year's E3. And, well, there's some leaked marketing materials that says available on all home consoles. Pre-order now, available holiday 2013. And, it says pre-order for exclusive content. And if you don't know what Watch Dogs is, it was that where that guy was roaming the streets, and then like he could hack into like different electronics, like the lamppost, and all those cars like crashed, and it looked badass. So I was like, oh my god, Ubisoft, you dirty, dirty slut.
Episode 69.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, I can't wait for that game. That game, I think I talked about it on our E3 episode. I was like, I can't wait for this game. It's going to be awesome, but I don't know how. I mean, yeah, they could do some stuff with PC, but on consoles of this holiday, I mean, I know for a fact that PS4 is not going to be... there's no way the PS4 could come out this year.
You don't think so?
But
there's still that announcement on the 20th, right? So
yeah, but that would, unless, they could have been working on it already. So, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, Watch Dogs, can't wait for it. But I'll probably get it on PC anyways. So
Maybe a release title for the new Xbox.
yeah, maybe.
That's coming out holiday. So they say it's coming out this holiday. So
it'll probably
could
look
be
better. Probably look better on the PC anyway.
Official comment aside of confirming the game is definitely coming to 360 and PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Well, we talked about a game. Let's talk about a GameStop. Yeah. See what I did there?
You went all James Bond-like?
Yes. Well, GameStop that's closed or is closing 250 unprofitable stores and opening some over 60 locations in 2013. GameStop will close 250 retail locations in 2013, but open between 60 to 70 stores, including 40 derived from UK retailer Games that collapsed in France. Shit. Closing 250 stores enables us to deal with very small percentage of the stores that we think that are unprofitable, but also to close, marginally profitable stores and actually make some more money by moving customers to other nearby stores. Yeah, I mean,
we had this happen last year. I think it just said that, didn't it? With the game in Game Station, we had all our stores pretty much closed. They went from Game Station to Game, unfortunately, which was a big mistake because Game Station was the better of the two. But yeah, they're dwindling. All game shops dwindling thick and fast.
I kind of saw this coming because there's a mall about half an hour, 45 minutes away from me up in New Hampshire, and they have 2 GameStops in this one mall.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just like, do you really need 2 GameStops in one mall? So if one of them closed, would that really hurt? I would think that would just drive, customers to that one store or another store, like you said, Techno. They're trying to move people to other stores, but I don't know. It seems overly excessive to have this many GameStops. So, near me, I have 4 GameStops around my house.
Really?
Yeah, within 10 minutes driving distance.
Yeah.
So I could go. I only go to one, but I could go to any 4 of them. Now, if 2 of those GameStops closed, it wouldn't hurt me any. It wouldn't hurt me at all, but it would just probably promote the other 2 better. So I don't know, this might be a good move for them, though.
Yeah.
You don't really need that many stores. Don't get me wrong, it's going to suck for the people who works at these GameStops that are closing. You know, that's going to suck for them. So,
yeah, there you go. GameStop closing down some doors. Oh, so here is my last one. My last news story. Dark Stalkers Resurrection comes alive on PSN March 12th and Xbox Live on March 13th. So, it gnaws its neck of North America's PSN on March 12th before moving to Xbox Live worldwide and Europe's PSN for seconds on March 13th. The all-in-one release of Fighters Dark Stalkers 3 and Not Warriors Dark Stalkers Revenge is priced at $14.99 on PSN and 1,200 Microsoft points on Xbox Live Arcade. Shortly after Resurrection was announced, Capcom talked about a potential for another Dark Stalkers game, and based on the success of this re-release. So if this game, Resurrection, becomes a pretty good hit, we could probably see a Dark Stalkers 4 in the not so distant future. So yeah, I played like, I think, the first 2 in the series. I never played 3. So.
this is how I see it. I have Darkstalkers on the PSP. I think it's called like the Chaos Tower or something.
Yeah.
And that has all 3 Darkstalker games on it. Now, if I wanted to play Darkstalkers, I would just play it on the PSP. I wouldn't, like, I'm not going to buy it on the 360 or the PS3 because I already have it on the PSP. Now, I would love a new Darkstalkers 4. I would definitely buy one if Capcom makes it. But making the decision to make Darkstalkers 4 based on the sales of this Resurrection, I think is stupid, because if you're gonna make a game, just fucking make a game. You know, like they did this with Mega Man Legends 3. You know, like if people want to participate in the creation of Mega Man Legends 3, you know, that's great. We'll take your offers, and then what? They canceled it because I guess, didn't they say like not enough people joined their dev room? Like, dude, that's bullshit. And like, look at all the backlash they got on Mega Man Legends 3 and Mega Man Universe. I'm like, come on, dude. If you're gonna make a fucking game, don't do these test trial things. Like, just fucking make a game, because I know Darkstalkers 4 is gonna sell. I'm gonna buy it, and
because
it's not even
everyone's into the whole tournament fighters nowadays.
Yeah, because
with Evo and
Street Fighter 4 brought back fighting games.
Yeah,
and
pretty much. And then Mortal Kombat just recently, like,
that's
made
why we have
it
Mortal
even
Kombat.
more. Yeah,
that's why we have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's probably why we got Skullgirls. That's why we got a new Dead or Alive 5 game. Like, fighting games are in. It's like, so why not make Darkstalkers 4? Why put it through these test trials?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Techno, are you gonna buy this Resurrection game?
I'll probably, if I have, you know, just some extra money lying around, I'll buy it. You know, because I don't have 3 or whatever.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't buy it because I have it on the PSP. It works just as fine on the PSP. And I don't need... I assume the Resurrection, it's going to have online play. Otherwise, if it doesn't, it's just going to be total garbage.
Yeah. If it
All right.
doesn't have online, I'm not picking it up.
Yeah, it's gonna have to have online. That's the only way to justify that purchase. So I don't know. Capcom is doing a lot with these ports to the 360 and PS3. They did it with Street Fighter 2 HD Remix. They did it with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What's that other one? The Street Fighter Origins or something?
No, Marvel or
Marvel Origins. Okay.
with it had Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one, and Marvel Superheroes.
Okay. Okay, so Capcom is known for doing this already, but the thing that just pisses me off is just if this game sells well, then we'll make the game you really want. That's what pisses me off. I'm like, dude, just make the game I fucking want. I'll buy that one. I'll give you my $60.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to give you $75 to own the game I really do want to play. So that's it, right? That's all our news?
Yep.
All right, good job, Techno.
All right, guys, it is time for Techno's fucking bullshit. First question, or first whatever.
Question.
It's not really a question. Sega's original name is Service Electronics.
True.
False.
It is false. It's
That's bullshit.
Games.
I only know that because that was actually on my questions last week.
Yeah,
and
I
didn't read it
thought
out.
about it, and I didn't.
Oh, you guys are conspiring against...
No. I kind of thought it was on the last week's, but I didn't know.
No, I didn't say it last week. It wasn't on the quiz, but I had it wrote down. I did see it. I was going to use it as one of the questions, but I decided not to because I thought you would know it straight away.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, the second statement, quote, something, is the Sega...
Oh, wait. You're
What?
doing two-parters?
No.
Okay.
This is second question.
All right. I
God
thought you were
damn
doing
it,
two-parters.
No. No two-parters in here.
After that fiasco we had last time.
That
That was awesome.
Okay. The Sega Saturn was released before the PlayStation here in North America. True or bullshit?
That's true.
True.
Well, that's right. You're right. The subtitle for Skies of Arcadia on GameCube is Chronicles.
False.
Yeah, false.
You are correct. It is Legends. You cannot connect together Sonic 1 and Sonic and Knuckles to play as Knuckles in Sonic 1. True or bullshit?
Wait a minute. Say that again? You worded this question weird.
You cannot hook up Sonic 1 and Sonic and Knuckles in the Genesis to play as Knuckles in Sonic 1. True or false?
It's bullshit. You can't.
True.
It is true. The original name for the Nintendo 64 was the Ultra 64.
That's true.
Joe?
I actually have no idea. I'll say false.
It is true.
Didn't know that one.
All right.
Way to make these things hard.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should be.
You probably won't get this one either.
Oh, thanks.
Sega made one prototype of what would be known as the Dreamcast. True or bullshit?
Yeah, that's bullshit. They made
Bullshit.
You got those right. Right now, Clava, you're losing by 1.
This is bullshit.
But yeah, Sega made 2 prototypes for the Dreamcast. One here in America named Black Belt, and the other in Japan called Katana. And they chose Katana. So, yeah, there you go. You learn something every day. Animal Crossing was originally developed for Super Nintendo.
Oh shit. False.
True.
That is false. It was originally released on the 64 in Japan.
Yeah. I didn't think it went that far back.
2 of the reasons Nintendo decided to go with the mini DVDs for the GameCube were faster load times and harder to pirate. True or false?
That's true.
True.
Alright, that's true.
It was the hard to pirate thing, if that's what makes it true.
Well, it's both of them.
Yeah, I know, but that was the main reason.
Well, yeah. Okay. Sonic CD originally came out in all countries in the same year.
False.
True.
You are right, Clava. It is true.
Ah, shit.
It all came out in 1993. Castlevania Bloodlines was not given a new name in PAL regions.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Yeah, say the question again.
Castlevania Bloodlines was not given a new name in PAL regions.
Yeah, that's false.
Yeah, I was going to say false as well.
Alright, you guys are correct. It is the new generation in PAL regions because they censored a lot of that. That was the 10th question. And
I win.
Joe wins by 1 point.
You rock! Woohoo!
No questions for me next week.
I want to recount.
What?
Recount.
Recount.
Yep, recount.
So what was your tiebreaker question?
The regular Nintendo had an official way to play Game Boy games.
That's false.
Yeah, that is false.
Okay. There you go.
So we would have been tied again.
This game's rigged. I'm sorry. It's rigged. It's rigged from the start. Half the questions were Sega related.
Well, you asked me to do them, so that's kind of what you... That's what...
And you conspired with Joe before the episode.
No, I did not.
I'm just joking, man. I don't care. Alright, I'll do questions.
Figure this out.
I'll do questions next week, and they're all going to be Mega Man related.
Oh, good.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
The time! Who's got the time?
It's,
Question time! Alright, well, we have no questions this week. People don't want to know things. But we have 3 comments. The first one from Jordan, Meeting Flipper. He says, your podcast is really great. Your new co-host is great. She adds a lot to the podcast. Can't wait to hear more.
Woohoo.
So, Joe, you're great.
I'm great. Thank you. No, cheers. Thank you very much.
Okay, next question, or just comment, I mean, is from Bruno. He says, bring back the old rules for the quiz. These new ones are pointless.
It's a matter of opinion.
What do you guys think about that?
You can. I don't mind. You guys did it before I was on, so if you guys want to bring back your old one.
Techno, what do you think? Do you like the true-false style, or do you like the Jeopardy style?
The Jeopardy style one could go on for a very long time, though. Because you've got more multiple choice, haven't you?
Yeah. What do you think, Techno?
I think here's what I think. I think we could do, any of them, just like switch them out every, I don't know, every week. Like 1 week we do true and false. Another week we do whatever, or we could do.
You got to think though. I mean, I understand the Jeopardy one is probably more interesting for people to listen to, but if we are going to take it in turns like we have been doing, that's a hell of... I mean, I found it hard to just find 10 questions that I thought you guys might find relatively hard. So if I've got to go and find Jeopardy style questions, I mean, how did you do it before?
Basically, I just kind of picked a game or a genre that either Dan or Techno were somewhat familiar with, because, it's not really fair if I ask them a game about Sesame Street or something. But, I just felt like I took, maybe a Sonic question, and I would usually Google Sonic the Hedgehog and just find some random fact, Sonic the Hedgehog was originally what color before being blue or something like that, and Techno or Dan would have to say either pink or green or cyan or something like that. So it wasn't true or false. It was more like, it was just Jeopardy, like what is green or what is blue or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind. I'm easy.
All right, we'll think about it. We'll talk amongst ourselves. So we'll let you know. Who knows? Because honestly, I don't know, true or false, it works, but I do kind of miss Jeopardy. I do miss Jeopardy a little bit, but all right, we'll talk about it.
I think the true and false is just a little bit easier on all of us, and you could actually play as well, Clava, since whenever, before I, did the whole thing and screwed it up, you did all the question stuff.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, okay. The only thing I see differently about the only thing I don't like about the Jeopardy style is if I ask a question and you two don't know it, then that's a waste of a question. It's kind of dead air.
Yeah.
With the true and false thing, you're always going to get an answer because you really only have two. So that's my whole view on the whole question quiz thing. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we can maybe do it 1 week and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, but last comment is from JHorse508. He's referring to our Nintendo Wii talk we had last week. He says, I got a Wii U for the Nintendo IPs, Bayonetta 2 and Rayman Legends, but I'm convinced they'll put them on multi-platforms. So,
well, they did.
Rayman
Legends is going to, but I don't think Bayonetta will. Okay, because Nintendo has say on what Bayonetta 2 releases on.
Yeah, they do.
So, I don't think they would, oh, hey, Microsoft, hey, Sony, you can have this game. That'd be kind of dumb on their part. So, yeah,
I think we talked about this last week, where if they put Bayonetta 2 on the Xbox 360, then the Wii U has just lost another exclusive, another great exclusive.
Yep.
But yeah, that's his opinion. He says he got the Wii U for the Nintendo IPs, which is good.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
It looks like, well, I think the developers of the game want to branch out, onto other platforms, which you can't blame them, really.
Well, that is all of our comments for this week. We have no questions like we said before. What are you guys doing, man? Questions are usually our favorite part of the episode, so next week,
What are you
listeners,
throwing to me?
yeah, come on, man. We want questions for next week. Techno, where can they leave us questions and comments for next week's episode?
Facebook page, Facebook page, Facebook page. Also, you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com. And we also have a Twitter. Oh my God. People still, use Twitter. And we, it's at pressstartpod. Very simple. Yes. And, or you could just leave it down on the, episode description, or not description box, but comment section on the video. There you go. Yeah. Or you can just tell us, and then, I'd be like, hey, Clava, we have this question from this person.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, I know. This
We should have
person
that.
is amazing.
We gotta have that guy on the podcast.
Okay.
That guy.
All right. I'll talk to him.
All right, cool. Good job.
All right.
But you forgot the last part, like the last place they can send questions.
I always forget.
I know. What's up with that?
I don't know. What did I leave out?
Carrier pigeons.
Oh, damn it. I totally forget.
I know.
always
What the
forget
hell?
Pigeons.
We have a whole pigeon coop right outside, and you never go out there. Why do we even have it?
I don't know.
What are you doing, Techno?
Seriously, look, she's even busting her
Even
ass.
I know about the pigeons.
Come on.
Damn it.
She's out there every day talking to those pigeons, and they got nothing for her. Come on, Techno.
I'm sorry.
All right, yeah. We even named one after you.
Really?
Yeah. We call it Grimace.
Shit. I thought you were going to say like goofball or something.
It's the big purple one right out there.
Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, I haven't been out there in a while.
Well, go out there right now and check if we have questions for next week.
Well, okay. I'll be right back.
All right, good.
No, we don't, sadly.
God damn it. All right. But what do you guys say? You guys wanted to get into games we've been playing? What we've been watching?
Yeah?
All right.
Yeah,
Why don't
totally.
you go first, Techno?
Well, I was about to say Dark Stalkers. Damn it.
Dark Stalkers.
No, Dark Siders on Steam. Still playing that. That's good. That's awesome. What else? I did play some Animal Crossing on the GameCube.
You traitor.
What?
Hell yeah.
What else?
Wait, hold on. Tell us about Animal Crossing. Are you friendly with your neighbors?
Yes, I am.
Are you?
And it's really surprising that none of them were pissed because I've been gone for they said 12 months. So they're like, oh, wow, you're back. And I was like, yeah.
I can't stop laughing.
I'm trying to think what else I played.
You're gone for a whole year. This is hilarious.
Yeah. I played some more Hotline Miami. Yes. I played Some Mortal Kombat 2. Yes, 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 yes. Some
Number 2?
what?
The number 2?
Yes, the number 2.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were saying
Oh, okay.
Mortal Kombat also or Mortal Kombat 2 the game. Okay.
No. Oh. Ease 1 and 2 Chronicles Plus, because it just released on the Steam. Yeah. And it's like totally awesome because it's all like full screen and lovely. And if you're big into Ease and don't have that game on PSP, gotta get it on Steam. And also it has where like 1 and 2 came out, books 1 and 2 came out on PC a long time ago, and it had like a border thing. It kind of like has all the stuff that edition of Ease 1 and 2 had, but they just added it in there, so that's cool. That's awesome.
That's a series I've always wanted to get into, the Ease games.
Oh my, oh God, yes.
Nah, he's gonna explode.
It's
Yeah,
so
that game's right. That seems like my sort of game, but it was only released on the PSPs, and I've never had a PSP, so...
well, now you play Steam.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, I do.
Yeah, there you go.
I can download them.
Has Steam has Origin 1 and 2, and the third game, which is Oath and Falgana.
Now, which ones are coming out on the Vita?
That is 4.
Right.
Seta, I think is the name.
Oh, really? I had no idea that was coming out.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. See, I'll probably pick that up on the Vita, because I need to pick some more games up for the Vita.
Yeah, me too. I only got maybe like 5 or 6 of them.
I haven't got any, because the Vita's really Tom's, it's not really mine, so they're all Tom's games.
I got 8 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also played a little bit of Infamous Blood Festival. Now, I've already completed this game because I love Infamous, but I was just like getting easy ass trophies, and yeah, it's awesome. I love Infamous. And I know a lot of people don't like it, and it makes me sad. Like,
Really?
yeah, makes me a sad panda.
Sad panda.
I enjoyed 1. I played through 1. I enjoyed it.
That makes
Oh
me
yeah, I
happy.
played through both of them. 2 is the better one, I think.
Well, yeah, of course, because you get that. Spoilers! You get an actual weapon.
Oh, I don't care about that. I liked the moral choices you got. It
Well,
seemed
yeah.
like
Well,
it
yeah.
seemed like your good or your bad choices had more effect on the way you play than the first game did.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of making a joke about spoilers, because you get that weapon at the beginning of the game. So, yeah. But
Not really a spoiler, is it?
nope.
It's not really a spoiler. No. And at the end of the day, this is a podcast about games we play. There is going to be some spoilers in there. So, just throwing that out there.
But yeah, like Infamous 2, like in Infamous 1, you'd be a bad guy or whatever, and nothing really, happened, I guess you could say. But in like 2, you had like if you were a bad guy or good guy, you would like play, you'd have like missions with different characters. You know what I'm saying, Klava?
Yeah, I just said that. Like your moral choices affect the story, affect the way you play.
Yeah.
So, cause yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. Cause I did mainly a good guy. Usually, like games when you have a moral choice, I usually go with the good guy. Cause
Yep.
you know me, like I like the whole superhero thing, so I always go good, and then I always go back and play evil to see
Yeah.
what the difference is.
Yeah, like, you know, I can never be a bad guy at first when I'm first playing. It's, I don't know, it's just like I have to be good guy first and then see what the bad guy thing does. But yeah, that's it for me.
Nino Kuni again, obviously.
Yay!
I haven't completed it yet, but I'm
No.
literally, I would say, right near the end.
Where are ya?
I don't know. Can I say?
Just say spoilers. If people don't want to be spoiled, they can skip ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a spoiler. I've beaten Shadar. I've done all that bit. So now I'm on the final stretch. I would think. When you kind of think the game's over, but it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm at that bit. How much longer would you say I've got?
Uh, it depends. How it depends on how prepared you want to be. Because
Right. Okay.
I'll just say I finished the game, but I was right at literally the last door to the final boss of the game, and I fought this boss and I couldn't beat him or her, and I couldn't beat it, so I had to go back, and I actually spent another additional 5 hours just preparing, because I had to get a certain. So I said I don't want to spoil it, but I had to do something that would make it easier for me to finish the boss. So it kind of
Right.
depends on how well you want to be prepared. And most of the preparing I did was buy a lot of cappuccinos.
Yeah.
But I did have to do something else that I really wanted to do that would help me out. So
Okay. But story-wise, I'm not far.
yeah, story wise, you're like 98 complete
Yeah.
percent done.
I thought so. I did think so. But yeah, that I haven't played much of it this week, but oh, it's so good. It's such a good game. It deserves all the hype it's getting. It really does. Such a beautiful game. I've really enjoyed it. Not one bit of it has felt like a chore when I've been playing. It's just an absolute amazing game. But yeah, I haven't played much of that this week. The next game I've been playing is Code of Princess again. I still haven't fucking beaten that game.
Still can't beat the last guy, our boss.
Jesus Christ. I need to level up more. I have to keep going back and doing different quests to level my character up because she just keeps getting battered. So yeah, I'm determined to try and beat that this week. But the next game, and it's the only other game I've been playing, which I'm really disappointed with, and that's Sonic All-Stars Racing on the 3DS. Just before, I own this game on the 360, and it's a good game. It's a decent racer, decent kart racer. We've played it a few times, haven't we, Cliver, online?
Yeah, we have.
It's
Techno's played it too.
Yeah, it's a good game. I really enjoy it on the console. Now, I was going to skip it on the 3DS, just simply because I own it on the console. I don't need it on handheld. But, like most of us, I'll buy any game, really, if it's got good online and it's going to be enjoyable with friends. So I heard quite a few people were picking it up, so I thought, yep, sod it, I'll go buy it. Kind of wish I didn't. It's a dumbed down version for a start. It doesn't have everything in that the console version it has, which is fair enough. It's on a handheld. That's to be expected. But it's so sluggish. The frame rate is terrible on this game. Perhaps, I mean, now I did hear that it was not very good. But again, I thought it's not really for me to progress through the career mode. I want it mainly for online. Now, I tried to go online on numerous occasions this afternoon. I think I managed to find one game, and when I found it, I got disconnected. And even when I was playing, I was lagging so much. So I'm going to keep it for now, and hopefully you've got it, haven't you, Cliver? So, and I know a few others have.
Yeah, I have the game, but I haven't tried it at all, so I can't throw in any input at all. So
Yeah.
I can't say anything because
Well,
I
I'm gonna
really
wait.
want to play it though.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till you're on, and I know a couple of others have got it as well. So we'll have a gaming night one night on it and see if it's as bad as I found it to be. But just doing the career mode, I thought I'd go and progress in the career mode, open a few different characters. But I was halfway through a race and I ended up turning my 3DS off. I was that angry with it. It was just so goddamn sluggish. I think it's because the console version just plays so smoothly. And this is just, yeah, I'm let down by it. I think I'm going to sell it. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, we'll have a go at one point this week and see if it's as bad.
Maybe over the weekend you and I can play or something because
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm. The only thing it kind of lacks, which I knew it wasn't going to really have this anyway, but it's no Mario Kart 7, obviously, but you don't really have communities, so it's just basically you jump online and that's it. So you jump on whoever's, free at that time. You don't really join lobbies or anything like that. You just activate online and hope you're in the same lobby. Which,
Really?
yeah, kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking it. I'm really not. But the console version's awesome. I'm not bagging on the game at all. The actual game itself is really, really good game. I enjoy the game. I just think the 3DS version is poor. But don't think the Vita version is, because the Vita version is fantastic. Now, I don't own that game myself, but I have played it, and it is a dead-on with the console version, and it looks amazing on the Vita. And it plays really well with the 2 analog sticks. That's another thing I can't get my head around playing this game with on the 3DS, because I'm used to playing it on the 360 controller. So, yeah. See what you think of it, Cliver.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I did look at the instructions though. Surprisingly, it actually had instructions, and the control setup looks a little weird and might be uncomfortable for me because I think the basic basic controls it had I think to use the item it was the left trigger. That might be a problem for me, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's very weird how you do it, and on the console version, you press a button to look behind you to shoot at enemies, but this one you feel all fingers and thumbs because you're pressing B to look behind you, and then you're pressing your left trigger to shoot it, but it seems all over the place. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the console version. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have to try it out because the thing that's gonna worry me is if to use the item it's the left trigger. What's drift? Is drift the right trigger?
Drift's the right trigger, yeah.
See, that might be a little awkward.
Yeah, to be fair, the drifting isn't that bad. It's okay. Again, I say the Vita version's better because the drifting on it is so much better because you've got your 2 analog sticks, and they just work perfectly. But yeah, I don't think this is the greatest port. That's me. What about you, Cliver?
Well, you kind of already mentioned it, but Ni no Kuni, I finished that game. Great game. Beautiful. I don't have to get into how beautiful it is. We've said it before. But yeah, I've beaten that game. Great game.
How long did it take you altogether to beat it?
I was just going to say that. 55 hours.
Right.
Or 55, 56 hours.
Well, I'm currently on 42 hours, so yeah, that seems about right if I've got a bit more grinding to do.
Yeah, you might have a little bit more grinding and, just preparation work, but it's good. I actually really enjoyed it. The ending, didn't expect it at all, really. I thought it was a
Well, up
great
to
ending.
now, so far, the story's been amazing.
The story is the best thing in that game. Like I
Yeah.
said, it could be like a 16-bit game on the Super Nintendo, and the story would still be phenomenal. I love it. I actually really want to pick up the DS version of this game just for collecting purposes because I'm a fan of Ni no Kuni. I really am. Like I want to collect everything for this game just because it's a great, fantastic game. So
Oh, yeah.
I might pick up the DS version just to own. I don't plan on playing it at all. I just really would just want to collect it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy I played it. It's a very great RPG. I haven't played a very good RPG in a long time.
Yeah. No, me
So-
too. But like what you're saying, picking up all these different items, I've been going crazy looking on eBay for Ni no Kuni stuff, and there's like literally nothing. Like you can't pick up anything. I mean, apart from the Wizards edition, obviously, and everyone's selling off the drippy plushes, but I don't need any of that. So I've had to resort to importing stuff from Japan. And even Japan don't even have that much stuff now. Now, there was a few things that was released when the game was released over there in Japan, a few pre-order items. I managed to get myself like a pre-order bonus bag, like a tote bag. On one side it has Drippy and on the other side it has Might. I think altogether with shipping, I think it only cost me something like 15 quid, which really isn't that big of a deal to say it was a pre-order item and you can literally get them nowhere, so I didn't mind paying that. But yeah, I'm like you, I've gone Ni no Kuni mad. I've been trying to pick up loads of different items for it, but I've also considered getting the 3DS version, but the DS version, sorry. But if I got it, I'd want to play it because apparently it's like a prequel to the PS3 version, and I would love to play it, but I just can't deal with the Japanese.
Are you sure? I thought it was the same exact game.
So did I. I thought that until I was speaking to someone this week, and they told me that it was actually a prequel. Now, please don't take that as truth because I really don't know. I'm just going on this person. But yeah, apparently it's a prequel to it. But
All right, well, if anyone listening to this knows for sure, leave a comment below because we both would probably love to know. So,
yeah.
Because I get paid today, and I was really considerate about buying the DS version on PlayAsia.
Yeah, I may just pick up the game itself and not pick up the bundle it came in because, to be honest, I don't need another one of those Wizards books because I have two. I have the English version that came with the Wizards edition, but over here as a pre-order bonus, when we got the game, we actually got the Wizards edition book in Japanese, which is the exact same one that comes with the DS. So I actually really don't need three. Yeah.
I kind of want the Japanese one too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can totally understand that, but like I say, I've already got one, so I don't really need 3 Wizard books.
No, I understand. So, yeah, because if I get the PlayAsia one, the DS version on PlayAsia, it comes with the Japanese Wizards companion. So I definitely want to get that. So, yeah, but yeah, I finished that game. Like I said, it's great. I think everyone should play it because I think everyone would enjoy it. So, next game I've been playing is Dead Space 3. This one, it's Dead Space. It's probably the best thing I can say about it. At first, I didn't really like it as much. I was just like, oh, it's Dead Space. But there's something about Dead Space 3 that's not clicking with me. I don't know what it was. Like, I like Dead Space 1 and 2 a lot better than Dead Space 3. But Dead Space 3 is still a great game, in its own right. But like at the beginning of the game, I didn't really click with it. But the more I played it, the more I understood the story, the more I kind of liked the characters, the more I actually hated the characters. There are actually some characters I really wanted to die, and I was really happy when they did die. And so I the more I played the game, the more I got into the story, and the more I enjoyed it. Near the end of the game, though, it kind of dragged on a little too bit, where they just kind of it's like, oh, okay, we don't have nothing for this chapter. Let's just throw in a lot of monster battles, to make the game a little bit longer. I didn't really like that. It kind of reminded me of Resident Evil 6, and I absolutely hate Resident Evil 6 because all they had you do was just fight a whole bunch of monsters and not do any puzzle solving or anything like that. But I don't know, like overall I would have to say Dead Space 3 is a good game, but I think Dead Space 2 is a lot better in my opinion. So but yeah, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. I haven't played any of the multiplayer. I really have no interest in the multiplayer co-op experience. But if there is someone out there who would like to do co-op, I would do it. I with somebody. I don't mind because I think it would be kind of cool. But just going on, I played some more Halo 4. A couple of friends of mine. We just one night we just like let's just jump on play some Halo 4. We did some multiplayer. Nothing too special about that. And then the last game I played with is Super Street Fighter 4 for the Xbox 360. And Techno, I played with some guy named his name is Drew, and he goes by D-Bot.
Oh. Wow.
He contacted me on 360. He's like, hey, you want to play some Street Fighter? And like I got Techno to play Super Street Fighter, so I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't played it in a long time. So yeah, I played Super Street Fighter with him and Pegasus 187, and got my ass totally handed to me by D-Bot. I really did. But yeah, it was good. We played for about good 2-3 hours, and we were just having a laugh. Like we were making jokes. We were just fighting like serious. We were fighting like not so serious or very casual. Like we were just goofing around, like. But yeah, it was great. I haven't played Street Fighter in like forever, and it was just really good just to jump right in again and start playing. I loved that night. It was very good. So D-Bot, if you're listening to this, you totally rocking Street Fighter, dude. Say it right there. So, but yeah, that's all I've been playing is those 4 games. So
Cool.
well, that's about it, guys. That's episode 69, right? You guys just want to end it right there?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Tucker,
I
could
need
you
to go
be
to
more
bed.
enthusiastic?
Yes. I got shit to do, so let's end this fucking podcast so I can go do that shit.
That's hilarious. All right, but yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's episode 69 of the Press Heart podcast, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was good. So
Yes.
everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.